Hey, you're back, and that's a good thing. What I need you to do is like, follow, and subscribe here at ILP, and then hit the little bell icon up there so you can be notified when new combat talk comes up, or when new flashpoints come out, or when new ILP information runs. That way you can be notified. But in order to get all the great stuff that we have for you guys, you must hit that like button and you must subscribe. See you soon. I'm gonna walk through Main Street Boxing Gym. This is where all the Main Street fighters come from. 100%. As you can see, there's a lot of bags. Full-size ring for your Olympic training. A lot of champions came in and out of this place to come here and train, young and old. Every bag imaginable. Speed bag, heavy bag, full body bag, full-size ring. Combat talk with the king. Now I told you what I told you about Terrence Crawford. Bud is that dude. Do you see the way that Bud moves? And that's his nickname. His nickname is Bud. Terrence Crawford. Benavidez didn't understand exactly how he moved in the ring. He's a different kind of fighter. He's a savant. You have generational fighters, and he's a generational fighter. He's a fighter that you can put in any era, and he can survive in those eras. You can put him in the 40s, you can put him in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, any era, and he will actually survive and thrive in those eras because he is that unique mixture of fighter. He has inside of him that hunger to push forward. He has the ability to move and think. And he punches in spaces. When I tell you that someone is punching in spaces, that means in between spaces. When somebody is attacking you, instead of automatically going into defense, he goes to an assault pattern. All right. Now, his assault pattern is either the jab up and he steps in with the right hand, or he throws a hybrid hook uppercut while the person is engaging him. But he's doing all this on a fly. It's like a supercomputer. It breaks down the information that is given to it, it processes it, and it spits it back out in a way that it's able to decipher the patterns of the individuals. Because we have tells as humans. You can tell like if somebody's gonna throw a jab because maybe they move their shoulder, or maybe they move their head left and right before they take a step in and throw a hook to the body. You have to understand the tells and stuff like that. That's what made Floyd Mayweather so superior to other fighters, is because his fighting style is reactionary to what the individual is doing to him. And after he processes that information, then he understands how to break it down. That's a generational fighter. That fighter can survive anywhere and thrive in any situation. That is Terrence Crawford. The reason why Terrence Crawford is so good, if you watch the fight with him and Benavidez, what he did was he used movement to disable Benavidez. Benavidez couldn't get off on the jab. I told you Terrence will surprise you with his jab. Being that he was at a shorter distance with his reach, he was able to step inside, establish the jab, and then he was able to work the body. Benavidez will cover up. So what you noticed as the fight started to go on, Benavidez was game. Jose was moving. Jose had good spots, but you're going to have good spots because Bud is going to give you those spots. Bud is not going to back down. So when you're engaging Bud, Bud is going to engage you at the same time. So that's your opportunity. But see, herein lies the rub. At your opportunity, are you built for that? See, a lot of fighters think they're able to do that, but when your instincts tell you to defend when you're being attacked, can you just say, no, I'm going to go forward and I'm going to conquer this situation. I'm going to land this counter punch. I'm going to step in. I'm going to throw the hook to the body while I parry the right cross that was coming over. It's little things that you have to understand that happens in that ring. And once you see the things play out in front of you, then you can understand. You see, I didn't think Jose Benavidez was exactly ready for this fight. I thought that maybe he was 3 fights away from actually taking this fight. But he took this fight because of his hubris. He had that O in his title, and he felt that all the fighters that he did fight, he didn't see anything fancy from Bud. You're not going to see super flash from Terrence Crawford. You're not going to see something like unbelievable punching power, unbelievable speed. What you're going to see is a solid, fundamentally strong, fearless individual that has superior intellect while he's inside that square circle. So what he uses is he uses the ropes to his advantage. He uses the referee to his advantage. He uses the difference from pillar to post to his advantage. He uses your knowledge against you. So when you feel that you have the advantage with your footwork, what he does is he steps on the outside. And remember, I told you he's able to go from southpaw to orthodox at a snap. All right. So being that he has that in his arsenal, when you put your right foot out to swing out when you're orthodox, he's going to step in the middle of you to block you. That's how you stop people from escaping. There's an escape hatch when you're fighting, right? So in order to step away from somebody after you throw the jab and you shoot the right hand, you can slide out, you can slide in, or you can step laterally over. To stop that, you track them. When you track them, you can step your left foot into the middle of his gap of his feet, and you can trap him that way. You'll shoot the right hand into the belly, to the breastplate, or to the face. You understand? And then you can follow that with a hook to the body. That's exactly what he did to Benavidez. Benavidez went to his blocking defense, and he proceeded to touch his forearms, and then he attacked the body. So what you have to understand here in this, Terrence Crawford will always attack the body. All right, that's part of his arsenal. He understands when you break down a component of a fighter, he takes that away. Benavidez was reduced to mean mugging, making faces, saying stuff like, "Oh, that didn't hurt." It's not about to hurt you. It's setting you up for what will hurt you. Because the punch you don't see is the punch that actually hurts you. The punch he didn't see, the hybrid uppercut that he got caught with in the 12th round. See, anybody else would have coasted on that win. All right, I had Bud winning the fight by at least 5. I didn't really give Benavidez too many rounds. He probably had 2 or 3 rounds on my scorecard. The rest of it was a whitewasher, but it was an entertaining fight. Okay, not saying that it wasn't entertaining, but he didn't have those answers that you need for Bud. What you have to do is start backing Bud up. You have to start making Bud think. If you don't do that, if you don't stop his forward momentum, he's just going to tee off on you. He's just going to show you his whole arsenal. So, again, it came in the 12th round. I thought it would come in the 9th and the 10th round because I thought Benavidez would actually engage more. Because I know Bud punches in between the gaps, and I thought Bud would catch him in between the gaps of the fight. I thought it would be a long, grueling fight, and Bud would catch him in between the gaps and actually knock him out. The way that he did do it, Benavidez, credit to him, he extended his duration in the fight, 2 more rounds, but inevitably he was going to be knocked out. If you engage Bud, that's a high possibility because he's going to hit you with shots that you don't see. It's Combat Talk with the King. See you soon.